If you're not building a Pacific race car, I wouldn't do what we're doing there. I can see you got a measured that out, the gauge you needed to go to.
Yeah, I know exactly the millimetres that I needed to go to.
Jack, there's a wood bit mush. If you've watched Cars, don't be like my brother, Jack, who fucks it all up. Sammy and Jack is behind the camera. This is Cars at Limitless, and in this video we are showing you how to prep your car ready for Nürburgring. This is our Evo 10. They've done 10 laps last year, horrifically, and we are going to do some upgrades while we talk to you about prepping your car for your first trip to Nürburgring. We're going in 3 weeks. First thing we're talking about is brakes. That is the biggest concern we have, and this is the biggest concern we had with this vehicle. Brakes are fading, we have to slow down a bit, and we just picked them back up. We're just trying to watch them because they are really bad at fading. At the minute we've got the rear up, and we're going to get the wheels off. We've got refurbished calipers going on the back because we had a problem in a video previously, and we're going to talk about brakes while we fit them. Well, these ones are shiny and new, and what we're not doing, Jack, we're not going to damage them, putting the pins in, and we'll put them back in a minute.
You know why? Because we had the correct tool this time.
Yes. So the problem we had last year, every lap we done, we was getting about half a lap, brake fade instantly. It is a massive track, over 13 miles, and you need to have good brakes. The only thing that saved us last year were these massive tyres we got on this Evo, 275s. Otherwise than that, it ruined our trip. So while we're talking about that, and we got this off, tyres. The next upgrade from brakes, you need the grip from the brakes for you to transfer onto tyres. Misha talks about this all the time. You must get a good set of tyres. They're all running PS4S's on the Michelins for wet, and obviously dries, normally Cup 2s. I've got a set of Nanyang AR1s on the Lambo, just to see the difference, and Jack's got Cup 2s on the Ferrari. So, what we're talking about, first upgrade you want to do with brakes, you haven't got to do anything like we're doing, but you need to definitely do braided lines if you can do it, or if your car hasn't got them, and you definitely want to change that fluid. Let me show you what fluid you should get. AP Racing R1 fluid. This is about 12 quid a bottle. You don't need many, nice and cheap. Or, if you're going to go serious, AP Racing R3. This is 35 quid a tub, and this is what the Lambo's got in at the minute. So, because that had a big brake kit. That's what you want to do. Nice and cheap and cost effective. If you are going to do it, get one of these. Mr. Push, 20 quid. All the adapters, 20 quid.
So while Sam gets the new caliper installed, let's talk about what brakes we do run on the Evo. So we have got the stock Brembo 4-pots Brembo brakes on the front, and we have 2 pots on the back. We believe these are stock, don't we, Sam?
Yes.
But we have got 2-piece floating rotors on the front. They're not grooved or drilled, but they are separate. So the bell housing here does come apart, and we can just order the rings, but we don't know where they're from. So we've just come with the car. We've had it, what, 5 years now, Sam?
Yep, Jack can have a little bit of squatty.
So even though we do have new calipers, we are running these old pads still to go with these discs, because after Nürburgring we will be upgrading discs and pads all round.
Like we're done with the Lambo, we're going EBC big brake kit.
Sam, why have we got a big snake in the box?
We are now looking at air ducts, and that is a way to cool the brakes down. We're not doing brake upgrades as in rotors and pads, because we're going to get new ones in a few months. So we're looking at trying to direct air from the front of the vehicle where it's high pressure zones, high pressure where the air comes through, hitting the car, and we're trying to then direct it with tubing, and we've got some tunnel bits, onto the brake calipers on the inside. So if you look at a rotor here, or the rotor here, and you've got the wheel, this pad should always last longer than the inside pad, because this is able, especially if you've got an open wheel like this, will allow more air to this side, keeping this side of the disc cooler than the other side. We don't want that, so we're using air ducting, pushing air onto the back of the caliper.
These are our ducts. So what we're going to do is an air duct. These bad boys are going to go in the front.
Yeah.
That's going to then scoop air and push it through the piping, through and around, back on itself to the back of the caliper.
So these are the ones for this.
Where's the big ones? The big ones for the Lambo.
There, some of that piping is for that car, and some of the piping is for the Lambo.
So Mr. Push has done about half a litre so far. We'll leave him get about halfway, and then we'll put the other quarter of a litre on top from the other side of the caliper. Sam?
We're still running at 15 PSI. Just to let everyone know, this is fairly cheap upgrade compared to doing discs and pads. About £120 set for things. The main thing is space. This car's going to be pretty easy because it's got a lot of space at the front, where the Lambo hasn't, and we're mostly going to have to modify the front of the car.
We're going to take out these bits of plastic you can see in here. You can see that, plastic. And that's where, so it's our intercooler's there. And then we're going to go that way and that way. So Mr. Push has done his job. We've done all 4 corners.
Yeah, 1 and a bit pushes, we had full brakes.
Yes. So I've taken the airbox out and they're taking the intake pipe off so we can get the front bumper off, get this main strop bar out, and then the
Radiator come out.
radiator and fans can come out.
And I'm hoping that fits in there lovely. So we could use that as a surround.
We could leave that in.
Only thing we've got to make sure is that works round the intercooler pipe.
Dilemma is that is actually right in front of the intercooler with the pipe in, bang, literally right there. You can't see it, but I can feel it. Well, it's now time to start banging some fluid at the radiator so we can get the rad pack out. Then we can get on to our first objective is the cooling to the brakes, and then we can look to install that lot.
Cooling to the engine.
That's the one.
Radiator's not a big thing. I know you can just do with, especially this type of vehicle, just a radiator if you want to and leave the fan surround. We're doing fan surround as well.
Why are we doing the fan set and the radiator?
Fans and radiator because we got 114 or 116 degrees last time when I was chasing an M2 because he tried to cut me up on a corner and we had to pull off because we was getting a bit hot. One, that is the manifold at the back here. We haven't got any heat protecting on that.
Because it's an aftermarket, uprated manifold.
And the engine's been built.
In other words, we're making near enough, not quite double the horsepower.
Yeah.
And we've got stock rad, stock fans, so we're going to be producing more heat in the engine, so we need better cooling systems. Yeah. It's just common sense.
Because we are Ferrari and Lamborghini techs and geniuses, we are using a battery leaf blower and we're going to put it onto this side of the water pump. And hopefully it will blow out the excess of the coolant, so we have fresh coolant in, ready to kill some heat.
No, I was more thinking so I don't get coolant everywhere, but you're thinking about, again, more race parts.
Yes.
On.
Yeah.
Not full chat. So we're now left with a hole and space.
Look at that.
What is this? So we put the new Mishimoto radiator and fans together so we can place that and see where our cooling can actually go. But look at the difference in width on the new rad compared to the old rad.
That's basically double, isn't it?
Just show, it's got to be double core wise, and then the fans are bigger and it's fully enclosed on the back instead of being opened on that side. As you guys can hear, it's probably raining outside, and we are doing some fabrication, professional fabrication, because we are now Ferrari and Lambo techs. So this is called, this bit of bracket's in my way, now get out of my way.
I can see you got a measured that out, and the gauge you needed to go to.
Yeah, I know exactly the millimetres that I needed to go to. It's because our fans are too big, our radiator and fan pack's too big, they're in the way a little bit.
Better put the whole radiator in just so we know where that's placed, so that we know nothing's in our way. So that is all gone in now. If anyone is doing the Mishimoto X-Line radiator and fans, there's a couple of modifications you've got to do. Number one is it doesn't come with plugs, so you've got to cut the old plugs off of your one, off the original one, and put that in. Then you have to beat 2 brackets down the bottom there and beat them back. And then finally, we've got nothing to put this bad boy on. So that there would normally house onto the back of the plastic fans. We're going to look to put these little screw-in riv nuts in, and then we can bolt the bastard in and out when we want it.
If you're not building a Pacific race car, I wouldn't do what we're doing there. Just more fabrication to the front bumper for the air ducts now.
Progress is being made, people. So we've now put the air ducts in, and they are pretty much functional until we put the aero in the bottom, and then they can be put into place. So Sam, show you my side now. This is what the front is finishing up. Not 100% yet, we're going to tidy that up once we've got everything all in place and the under tray's in, but that's where the scoops go in. And then the bad boy should come out to here.
Can we have a light, please, sir?
Where is the light there?
Thank you.
Is now, we just come round the back, we're coming to the wishbone, running it along the wishbone, and then straight into the back of the caliper. It is functional, we've tested it with the leaf blower. Need to ready or roll?
Yeah, ready to go. Right, car is holding temperature. We got up to 83 degrees, dropped back down to 82, it's dropped to 81 and then back up to 82, and that's where it's holding. Very easy to bleed, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah,
compared to the Jag when we last done
the
that.
Jag's awful.
Now we're talking about aerodynamics. Sometimes it's small, sometimes it's big. As you can see on this car, we've already got a front splitter, which is carbon. Nice little trim that you can add to it, and it does do some downforce on the front. You can get canards that go down on the side, which we might get a few of them on this or the Lambo. You can go extreme like we are, and we're going to cut some front splitters out of 3mm aluminium, and this is what we're going to show you in a minute, just because on track we needed some more downforce on the front, and the rear suspension needed stiffening up. So that's another part when it comes to the aerodynamics, and like you can get into camber, which then is spacing out wheels, which we will get this done, or was it previously done, Jack, from last year?
It was indeed, because last year we rubbed the two front tyres out.
So we're already still set up for Nürburgring when we done it last year and then broke it and didn't drive it. So that doesn't need camber because it's already got camber set up. And this is what we're going to do. We've gone to the back, we've got a small wing, which we will be replacing at some point, as this is kind of going into a track build. And from the body shape of this car, this wing is okay, but does not do the downforce it needs once we get the front splitter on. So we will need to be getting a bigger splitter. You can get little, I can't remember the names of them, which are little pieces here. We've got one on the S5 that goes on the boot, and it's got a little baby lip. But yeah, so that is what we're going to get onto aero. It does help, but it is very minor compared to the other bits we've covered. And in a minute I'll show you a top tip that will be better than any of the upgrades you can do once we've finished doing the splitter.
We've got two helpers come to finish off the front splitter. Number one is Junior. He's there in his Bentley. Hey, Junior! And then Brother Tom Boy's come up. So we are got to work out. Oh yeah, I've died. Work out what size we actually want to cut this. So this first line is 80mm, and that's 120. So we'll see where we want to go to and what we all think style-wise. We'll cut it out and get it perfect on the plyboard, and then afterwards we can then transfer that to the 3mm aluminium.
Template is complete. All we are now doing is putting the big fat wheels on, because we've got wide wheels on this, on, and seeing if we can take any more off, if we've got any more divots hitting, and then we should be good to go. We'll have a little inspection and see what we think, if we are out enough. It looks aggressive enough to me, but we'll have a little see what's going on once we get these wheels on, and make sure we've got no rubbing on our template. For one, two, for the other. Jack, there's a wood bit mush. Is it? The metal bits are in the truck still.
I thought that was the metal bit.
Not cutting very well.
Gosh, first one done. Well, the one done, yeah. We got the number one done. So that flies out of the way, and that's what we're looking at. I know, you drew the holes in it, Tom, didn't we?
Oh fuck.
So we're going to do that quickly.
Yeah.
I'll go and get the drill.
Well, I was thinking just the bit that's exposed at the front.
Just paint black.
If you've watched Cars, don't be like my brother, Jack, who fucks it all up.
Yeah, so I got the, well, Tom turned the alley sheet round the wrong way, and then I had my tube the wrong way, so we both fucked it up. But yeah, I'm being blamed for this situation. So what's going on now is...
I've had to mark it, because they're imbeciles. We've got too many holes, and we've put the...
These rib nuts just basically wouldn't need to be on the other side, but we put them this side. So we're waiting for the new rib nuts to turn up.
Which are not here yet.
And we're just getting everything prepped for when the new rib nuts come, because we've got 3 that are missing on here. So we've got 1 in there, but we're missing 1, 2, 3, and the 2 that go on the sides. Then, this bad boy, can all go on.
Yes. Now the resin is semi-set in the few holes Jack messed up, and we've got the bolts we needed. We're going to get this back on and ready to use. I want to get this out of the workshop now. It's starting to annoy me. The boys are back, coming to join me, and we've got one that's been a little bit of a son of a gun on this corner.
Sam's fucking about with the camera and not getting on the front foot, rips our carbon off.
Well, that's stupid. You should have had, I could do this on my own. You'd have had braces, little bits of wood. I could do that. Right, so we're going to get this off for the last time, hopefully, because we've got to take the bumper off to get the strap bars in on the section of
Sam will
alley.
be taking off his own if it comes off again. Do it mark and right. You're doing it on your own.
Listen, you can talk.
On your own.
He's going on. It's not going flat, guys. This bump's been a gun. We're not in the mood for it. He just rounds off now and that's it. He's annoyed now. Oh. So John was keeping an eye on the time and he told us it was the same time, even though it's 15 minutes difference. It's got the amp over a bolt and it's not going to plan, and we've had to leave it. So we'll be back in the morning. Well, we have the bolt in after yesterday. Everyone got annoyed with, so that's good. Now we've got to do the back bolts and carry on.
Back in the workshop, I've come to help the boys, and they've already fixed up yesterday's fuck up, which is beautiful. I'm going to deal with that because I didn't want to do anything with that at all. Now we've got to get the rear bolts in that fit to the back of the subframe, and that should be done. And we then can just get these four put in.
And with Will Archer liners.
And we'll
Kind of sides of them.
Oh yeah, just got the sides in.
And then it's done.
Yeah.
Then we can get it out,
Make
check
sure
the
you've got
brakes, make sure the noose bit doesn't scrape anywhere.
And we're gravy.
Good to go.
Yeah.
We do need to check the suspension beforehand though, Jack, of how stiff it is.
That is correct. We've got adjusters here and in the rear. We need to see if it's on soft or
What
hard.
we might do, we might not tell Tom, and we tell Tom we put it on soft and have it on hard the whole journey down there so his back's broken like mine will be in the Lambo.
That would be lovely. I'll have heated seats on. We would have aircon riffing, John.
I'm up a bit, as in up height-wise or not?
No, not really. So we've got a dead flat centre with slightly curved on the corners. Maybe we should have got a slightly few longer struts, which we're having to buy for the Lambo. But yeah, we are basically all on.
I can come down a smidge.
Why are you taking parts back off, John? Well, between all of us, we've got to put a sensor in.
Johnny's left a rattle pin in there, and then we've got a plug that's sitting right in the front, which I can't remember what it's for, but it is for something.
That was a success getting that down.
Yeah, I thought we was going to have it off. I thought we was going to have
Right.
drives.
Now we look more aggressive, guys. So we'll see if it overeats quickly, and then we will show you the girl once she's outside. Jack, we got brakes?
So far, I've just moved it back and forwards, and brakes are good so far. So we've got no sponginess. Pedal is right there. It's not on the bottom of nowhere in some valley. So we should be all gravy.
Right, let's get her out and see what she looks like. So, top tip, which I said earlier on in the video, my top tip, better than any of the upgrades we've done and you can do to your car, is get yourself a PlayStation game, Gran Turismo, for 20 quid, and get yourself some lap time. Yes, it's not the same as having a simulator, but you do understand the track much better, which gives you much more fun when you get on the track. Are we holding temperatures, main thing?
Yeah, holding temperature. So that is an end to another Limitless video. If you want to see if our upgrades helped around Nürburgring, subscribe to the channel and you will see that in the upcoming events.